Alright guys, look, now it's time to learn how to create your very own ritual GIF through this tutorial. So I recorded myself creating a GIF for you, and get ready, it's going to be pretty unique and pretty creative. That's what I want you guys to think about, to get into that creative mode. Whatever you're thinking your ritual GIF is going to be, whatever your ritual you are thinking about depicting in your GIF, you can make it happen. So look, let's begin. In this tutorial, you will see everything. You will see all the links. You will see the whole process from beginning to end. And you'll get to learn a few tricks that I'm going to teach you so you can make your GIF the best possible, okay? Let's get started. So first, let's just put on the music here. And if you remember what a GIF is, right? It is a moving animation. It is a series of images that you are going to create. These are examples, and I love the ones that you guys posted in the Padlet today. So, a ritual GIF. Think about it. I'm going to be creating one for you today. You'll be able to see, like I said, the process from beginning to end. So let's look at the website that you will have to go to here. Now you will have to create a Adobe Spark account. This is free, and you'll be able to just collect all your images here, and specifically create a background. Establish a background for your GIF, which gives it some consistency throughout the movement that you are going to create, right? Also, you'll be looking at the EasyGIF or EasyGIF.com, and that's where we're going to be collecting our images and then making them move or animate them. This is the site that we're going to use. But let's look at the Adobe Spark here. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Instagram post. This is the easiest post, really the template here. It's square. It's pretty good space to work with. So you'll see this after you create your account. Go ahead and use your LAUSD account to create your Adobe Spark account, and then you will see this, okay? Now, here I want to create a background. I do want to establish a background. Now I'm thinking, I already thought about this, of course, right? And I already have some images prepared, uh, some images like the googly eyes that I'm going to use. I'm also going to use this website here, remove.bg. Sometimes you just need to remove backgrounds from images so that it can be clearer on your on your template that you will be using, right? I'm going to be using a booger. I'll let you guess what it is. I'll be using this sort of nose and glasses, a glove with a swab. I'll be using a speech bubble. So let's go back to the Adobe Spark here. I want to create a background. I've already established a color here. I just want a purple background, okay? I'm going to go over here to backgrounds, and then just a color. In fact, I think it's over here, the right side. I can choose the color here, and I want this color purple. It's like a nice bright purple. Let's see. Color, huh? You know what? Let's do this. There it goes. If you click on, I'm sorry, if you click on the background itself, on the template, then you'll be able to change the color here. And I'm just going to choose a kind of like purple back. Yeah, right here. Right there. Now, look, I've already made this GIF. And it's already in my computer, but I've started over, and I'm going to show you the process from beginning to end, right? So first, it's the first step is to, of course, figure out what ritual you want to represent, what you want to depict, and then collect your images, make movement using Adobe Spark, and then animate it using the other site that we're going to use, at easygif.com. Okay. Now, my ritual is going to be depicting the the ritualistic weekly or bi-weekly COVID-19 test. Okay. So I have an idea here, and I have an idea to put this person here with the nose. I'm going to put him, and I'm going to have him take the test. Okay. And in my vision, I have the a hand with swab, right, with a glove also, going into the nose and taking the swab out, and then on the swab there's a booger, and the booger is going to have a message. Now you have to use your imagination there, but that's how we create products, right? It begins with your brain, begins with your imagination, and you can make it happen. So here I've selected this specific one. I'm going to go ahead and right click it. I'm going to save it. And when it saves it, it's going to save it on my desktop. I want to title my images. I want to give it a title because you know what I've seen here? There's something wrong. I'm going to go ahead and choose this again. Let me see. Because it looks like I'm going to save the image again. Let me see if it works. Now the only thing here is that it looks like it's not saving it as an image, okay? I want to make sure that it's an image and not a web page. And let's try this one out. You know what? I'm gonna click on the image, go to the image at the website, and then take the image from there. I'm gonna right click it, save image, and that works. Maybe not. Well, the good thing is that I already have it in a folder. So I'll go over here to the GIF folder. Bear with me, it just I'm gonna say GIF images. That's for the folders. That's the folder where all these images are at. Okay? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to say nose and glasses. I know it's in my computer already because I already made it, but wow. I'll look for it right now, guys. We will find it right now. Watch. There it is. So I already have it here. So what I'm going to do is just put it on my desktop because it wasn't allowing me to download it as an image. Now I want to put it as an image, and I'll put it on my desktop here as if I download it. I'm going to save that folder just in case. Now if you see, if I go over here and I put the image and I upload the image into the template here, you're going to see that something happens here that I don't want to happen, right? If I come over here and I insert that image, what happens is that the image has a white background still on it, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and erase it. I'm going to show you quickly how to remove a background, and this is the website where you go to. It's called remove.bg. You simply, and see how this works. It is so cool and very quickly. You can remove the background from your image, and bam. Here you have a PNG. It's called PNG. It's transparent. That's what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and download it. You can edit if there's some spots that the website missed. You can go ahead and edit, but it looks good. I'm going to download the PNG. It should appear on my desktop, and once it's there it goes. Now it's here, and I want to save it on my desktop. I want to make sure that it's on the desktop. So, and I want to label it. Nose with glasses, and I'm going to make sure that I label it as a PNG. Even if it's a PNG extension, I just want to make sure that that's the one. If I'm looking for it, that's the one I want. Alright. Now I can go back to that Adobe Spark template, and I upload that PNG. We know it's this one. Open it, and bam. Bam. There you go. See? Now I can change the size here. I'm going to go ahead and change the size. Maybe I want to tilt it. I'm going to tilt it a little. I'm going to put it right here. So the idea is to get the cotton swab go in there, right? But I need eyes. So I already have a set of eyes. They're called googly eyes. Googly eyes. And I want them transparent too, so I have to put these eyes into the remove.bg website, right? I'm going to go ahead and save it on the desktop. Just make sure it's on the desktop, yes. Okay. And I also need to separate these two eyes. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to first label it. Googly eyes. And I want to make a copy. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and remove the background first. Okay? So I'm going to go to that website again. And I just go to the home page, which is the base address. And I go ahead and drop the eyes in there, right? Now this should happen automatically. It looks like it's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and download. And now I have two transparent googly eyes. But I want to move them. And as the cotton swab goes in the nose, and I'm imagining these eyes just like getting crazy, right? So what I want to do is I want to separate these eyes. Now I know, let's just to make sure that it's on the desktop, it's on the downloads. I need it on the desktop, so that's going to be my workspace, right? Now what I want to do here, we know it's this one. That's a PNG. Oh, actually, no, it's not that one, I'm sorry. It is this one, because it has it's from the remove.bg, right? I want to duplicate this, guys. I want to duplicate it. Okay. Now I have two sets of eyes. And this one, I can go ahead and crop it. I can cut out I'll open it here. I'll show you what I mean. I open it with preview. I click on the pen tip here. And here I'm going to go ahead and crop it, which is cut it. I just want to for this first one, the original one, I want the what appears to be the person's right eye, right? So I want that eye by itself. And it's going to cut off the left eye, but it's fine because I have a copy of it, remember? So I'm going to go ahead and crop it. And then I want to label this one because I don't want to lose track of the eyes, right? I'm going to label it right. Alright? Then it's going to appear right here, just one eye. Now I go to this one, and I'm going to take off the left and just leave the, I'm sorry, take off the right and just leave the left, which is the person's left, right? Which is this one. I'm going to go ahead and click on the pen tip and crop a square. And I want to just isolate what I want here. Crop it. I'm going to go ahead and label it. And here, this is going to be the left. It's on the desktop, and there it is. Alright, now these images are all on my desktop, right? When I go back to Adobe Spark, I'm going to go ahead and upload the images. I know I've labeled them correctly, so I won't be confused as to what I want. I want the left, and then I want the right. And you do have to, I think it only allows you to do one image at a time. I'm going to upload the other one, which is the right. It's slightly different. And there you have it, look. Now I can go ahead and rotate them, make them smaller, and put them right here. Right. And I don't want to make them too exaggerating. At the beginning, I want them to look a little normal. So I'm just going to go ahead and adjust the size and the rotation. I can rotate them. So this is going to be the guy that's going to take the test, right? Now I need the. Let me go ahead and turn off my camera here, so I won't be distracted by my image there, and you won't be distracted. So here, what you want to do is maybe grab a hand. I've already found it, so I'm going to go ahead and just, that comes later. But I want this gloved hand, a hand with a glove, and then the cotton swab, right? So I want to download that image. I'm going to save the image. I know it's going to be on the desktop. I'm just going to quickly label it hand with the cotton swab. Okay? And I'm going to quickly, there I see it. I know what that is. I'm going to quickly just drop it into the remove background, right? Website. Because I don't want that blue, I just want the hand and the cotton swab. So what I'm going to do here is drop it quickly, and it should remove the light blue background. Bam. Everything looks good. Download. I open it and I just make sure that it's on my desktop. And then I'm going to go back to the Adobe Spark and upload that hand, the glove, and the cotton swab, right? Cotton swab. Here you go. Now, I don't want that one. I want this one. Now you can imagine my vision here is coming to life here. But I want this hand to move, right? And I want to maybe tilt it a little. And I want it to come toward him this way, right? I'll show you what to do in a minute. I wanna make this guy bigger. Recenter those eyes. Right? I'm gonna start like this, with the tip of that thumb, and we know that it's a cotton swab, and I can make it bigger too, just to emphasize that. Well, I don't want that big. Like that. Maybe like this, so I can have some time for the movement to show that there's a cotton swab going toward the nose, right? All right, so this is where we start movement. This is where we start to add movement to your GIF. And by the way, it could be GIF or it could be GIF. We're in the midst of trying to figure out how to pronounce this word. That's how words are created. It's a brand new word here, right? But it is an animation. It is a it is when we put, maybe in this case, still images, and we move them. We manipulate their movement. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna start here like this, and I'm gonna tilt it just slightly because I want it to go straight to the nose, right there. So it's gonna go like this, right? And you see how if I go here, the hand is incomplete, so I want to make it bigger because I don't want to show an incomplete hand. It's gonna go like this, like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. All right, so here I'm gonna start animation. I'm gonna start movement. What's gonna happen here is I'm gonna break the movement into a series of images that one after another shows movement that I want, right? So this one I'm gonna go ahead and start with this image. This is how my GIF is going to start. I'm gonna go ahead and click on download. I want to click on PNG and start download. I want it solid color. I still haven't seen the difference between both. Maybe you can experiment with that, but I'm going to go ahead and do solid color PNG. Now if you see here down on my computer, that's where it starts downloading, right? On my downloads file, it's going to be number 57. Number 57 is going to be my first image on my GIF, right? Then I want to start moving. I want to go right here, and then I download. That's going to be my second image. Okay? Then I go over here, and then also I want the eyes to begin to move, right? I'm going to go ahead and download that. Now if you see here, the next movement is going to go above the nose. I don't want it to go above the nose, right? I want it to go under the nose, and I can go ahead and put that. If you see it looks like layers here. I can put the hand cotton swab under the nose. Okay? And in fact, that's what I should have done at the beginning. And you know what? I'm gonna start over, okay? Because I want this to be perfect. In fact, you know what? No, it's gonna look like it went under the hair, the mustache, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bigger, like this. Move it, and it's almost as if flicked through the the mustache. So that's when the eyes kind of get a little crazy, right? I'm gonna go ahead and download that. Solid color. And every time I move the cotton swab, I want to move the eyes too. See the, let's do the almost like, yeah, like that. And then this one, I want to move like this. And I want to go up, like right here. I'm going to download that one. Now I'll tell you right now, it's going to be about, it depends on how much movement you want to convey your idea, right? So I'm going to keep taking pictures, snapshots, right? Until I get to the end. Now here's where it's like up the nose. If you guys have ever gone to take a COVID-19 test, you really have to put that cotton swab right up there so you can get that mucus, right? Or booger. So I'm going to go ahead and download this image. And it's a little strange with the small eye. I'm going to make that small eye bigger. I'm going to go ahead and put him like way over here when this person really tries to, you know what, I want to also go like this. Let's go ahead and download that image. It's going to be a, this is why I want it to go crazy with the eyes. I want to, that like this. Remember, all these images are being saved in the downloads file. I want to go like all the way down, like all the way up, but watch, I want to make it so that it won't show at the end. So here I want the eyes to like grow, like right, there you go. So now I want to retract that concept. I want to go back. And I want to rotate it also. Maybe I want to make it tilt it here so it could go, it could start going out. And start to bring back the eyes to normal, but slowly, because I still want it to appear a little silly. I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller, make the eyes smaller. Now I'm going to start doing something here. I'm going to make this bigger. Okay. And I'll tell you, you'll see clearly why I want to start making that concept, the tip of it, really big, because when it appears outside the nose, there's going to be something that is sticking to it, right? Alright, let's go ahead and download that one. I want to make this way bigger. Whoa. If I make a mistake like this, I can always go back arrow, and it all goes exactly where it was at. I just want to choose the hand here. Hopefully, yeah. So here is where that green guy starts appearing. So what I want to do is get that booger, which is here. Now I already have it prepared as a PNG. Same thing, put it into the remove.bg website, and then you have just the green and the black outline, right? This little guy is here already. That is a PNG. I'm going to go ahead and put it in on my desktop. And just in case that's not it, I'll save that folder. Go back to Adobe Spark, click on Photos, and upload that booger. Hopefully this is a PNG. If it's not, we'll look for it. And is it? No, it's not. So as much planning as I have here, I know that it might take a while. Look, it might take a while, but it is doable. That's a PNG. Clearly that's a PNG because it doesn't have a background, right? I'll put that one on my desktop and I'll throw it into the trash. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and upload the booger PNG. Now I want to make it tiny, like a stain on the tip of that swab, right? And I also want it to, the layer is going to be right above the cotton swab, but under the nose, right? It's going to be right here. And I want it smaller too. Oh, not that. Remember also, I want the eyes to, I don't want to just leave a still image. So I want the eyes to still move around because it gets kind of boring if it just the cotton swab and then the booger appears, right? So keep the eyes moving. I want to keep the eyes moving. So it creates motion, it creates animation, not only with the extraction of the cotton swab, right, but also with the eyes. So what I want to do here is download that one. It's a solid color. All right. Now I want to make this super big. I'm going to make it really big. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to click on where the booger here is. I'm going to go ahead and move it along with the contour, but I also want to make it bigger because I want it to match the size of the contour, right? So make that contour bigger. Like that. And I will rotate those eyes too now. Now, the guy's probably like trying to look at the contour, right? So here I'm gonna download that one. Now I want to go ahead and and start straightening out that. Now I can go ahead and make it small, because as you can see, the rotation arrow has disappeared and I can't go all the way down there. It's fine, because remember, your images are going to be jumping around, right? It's not going to be like a smooth movement. It's going to be bouncing around from one image or one movement to the other, or one stage to the other. And I want to start straightening that out, like right there. I'm going to go back to that big size that I had, right? Move the cotton swab here, well, with the booger, little Mr. Booger here. And I want him to tilt now. Not here, but so right here. I want his eyes start getting big, because he's looking at the booger that's coming out of his nose, right? Wait a minute. Good. I'm going to go ahead and capture that one. So all the capture I'm doing is they're all still images, and then once you put them all together, they will move, and I'll show you how to do that momentarily. I'm going to go ahead and make that bigger. Choose booger, make it bigger, move it on top. Keep rotating those eyes, remember. I'm going to move it down here. And I'm going to make it as big as possible. And I'll tell you why, because I want this booger to be the center of our focus here when it gets bigger. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and move the eyes. One more. Oh, not there, like right here. Right there. These eyes are pretty cool looking. If you search for eyeballs, search for your images, try to spend some time and find those images that speak to you, the ones that really are going to convey your message or your ritual, right? Alright, here's where I want to end it. I want to deliver a message here, right? So I've prepared also a speech bubble. I'm going to make the booger speak and deliver a message. Okay? Right here. I already have it. Now this is the one I want to use here, but I've already placed it in the remove.bg website, and I had to clean it up a little bit also. Sometimes you do have to clean up images, and I'm just going to go ahead and find it right here in this folder, which is already clean. That's a PNG right there. Put it on the desktop. And it looks like I want more room here, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to move the booger guy. Not him. Okay. Just regulate his eyes now. He's going back to normal. Now I want to upload the speech bubble, which is here. It's already a PNG, it's already solid how I want it to appear, and there's a spot right here for it. As far as the size, we'll figure it out right now, but it looks like it can be also tilted a little, right? And I want to make sure that it's that the speech bubble is pointing toward the booger. Okay. Maybe what I want to do also is I'm going to go ahead and I also want to move the guy because I don't want him to be still like right there, right? And maybe I want to move this guy slightly over here. Move his eyes along with him. Move this and make it bigger. Move him along too. And then here is where I want to give it text. I'm going to write just simple text. It's going to be white at the bottom here. And then I can, or at the top here. But I can change the color easily. I can go ahead and, now I've already thought about my message. My message that the burger's going to say is just get your COVID test. Exclamation mark. And I wanted to make sure that it's black also. I want the text black. I want to tilt the text so it can match the speech bubble. Make it. Maybe what I want to do is get your COVID test like this, and it'll appear like that. There you go. And maybe I also want to embolden it, which is just to, maybe I can do this, maybe not. No. No. I think that's good. I think you can clearly read it, and I'll go ahead and tilt the little guy here again so he can stand upright. And then I want his eyes to grow big all of a sudden. Right there. Download that one. And yes, I do see my computer is at 7%. That's fine. We're going to finish watch. All right. So look, I want this also to last a little longer because on my trial period I figured um, I did see that it changed really fast, the text. So I want to take another picture. Download and give it some time here so people can actually read the message, right? Although it loops around, once you create your GIF, it'll loop around and the message will be clear. And here, download that one. I think that's good. I think we're good here. Now, let me show you now what to do next. What you're going to do here is take the images that you've captured. I'm going to download that one again. And then I'm going to go to ecgif.com or ecgif.com. I'm going to click on the GIF maker, top left hand corner here. I'm going to choose the files. And I know for sure that the files that I've saved, they're in the downloads folder. And they started way down here. Not that one because that was my... Oh, you know what? I made it even bigger. So I think, you know what? I think that's a good idea. I'm going to cancel it. I'll go back to here. I'll make this bigger. Yeah. Alright, now I can go to... Yes, I know it's 6%, but it's fine. Watch, it's this fast. This is the best part because it really does take... It really does go really fast. Watch. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the first one. No, it's not that one. Alright, so it starts here. So 57 to the end. 57 to 80. You can figure out how many pictures that is. How many pictures is that? 80 minus 57. You do the math. I don't feel like doing math right now. I'm going to upload and make the GIF. It'll take just a moment here. And don't worry, my computer is not going to die. Okay, I'm back. So here's a series, all your pictures, right? All your pictures, your still pictures. Now you've made the movement. You're going to collect them all as a series. You can change how long they can last. Let's keep it at 20, and it's going to blank here so it can loop forever. I'm going to go ahead and make the GIF. And it really is, it's hilarious actually, because that little booger when it comes out, it gets bigger too. So here it is, look. That's how your that's pretty cool. Let me see. Alright, good. And you see what I did different from the first one is that these eyes are really moving and they're getting big too. They're getting crazy. So I improved the movement of the eyes. And there you have it, guys. Look. The last part is to save it. You go down here. I'm going to go ahead and click on save. It'll download into your downloads folder. It'll open it once you open it, it's going to open as a file all the images. And what the GIF does, it just plays it. Let's say on the desktop. Then I'm going to go back to this Google slide that I have, and I'm just going to drop it there. And once you drop it into a Google slide, it keeps playing it. Just like these GIFs keep looping around. This, the GIF that I'm going to drop here, the GIF that I just made, it's going to be looping around also. So I'm going to go ahead and should be on my desktop. There it goes. Bam. That is hilarious. And it has a message. It's a ritual of going weekly, bi-weekly to take your test, right? I'm going to go ahead and change the background to blue and project it here. And that is my ritual GIF, or my ritual GIF. Look, now it's your turn to brainstorm, think about a ritual that you want to depict, maybe a message you want to deliver. So remember, I've given you examples of other GIFs that I made and I recorded myself. So obviously you don't have to record yourself, of course you can. But this is just one method of creating your GIF. I think this is gonna be shared with everyone. I'm gonna put it online and see if it circulates through the web, because it's pretty cool. It's a ritual that we follow during pandemic, right? Post-pandemic, pre-post-pandemic, where you have to get a test, you have to get tested, and I encourage everybody to get tested. Of course, you're gonna have to get tested before you go to school. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Now I hope you have enough information to go ahead and start your own. Okay, it's due on the last week of school. Let's get it done. Bye, guys.